Madan Lal. We haven't seen him bowling from the far end. He's the fastest bowler in the Indian team. And he'll bowl now to Simpson. First ball of the third day.
Well, even that very first loosen-up delivery, you could see it came up very, very easily and very straight, and it did not swing. The first day, Madan Lal swung the ball quite a lot in a very heavy atmosphere, but I think I think he would have been better by introducing spin straight away. Much more uncertain against good spinners, Bobby is for a moment, but these men, the pace men, will no doubt play him in.
Madan Lal today bowling from the far end, the southern end of this ground, because the wind today is quite strong, coming straight towards us. And a good shot from Simpson, but only a single there because there is a third man. So one more to Simpson. He is 28, and that's the first run this morning. Australia 3 for 63. And this brings Ogilvie down to the striker's end.
Ogilvie yesterday was much more confident than Bobby Simpson, and he hits the ball very hard. He's a bit of a newcomer to me, but he looks good. He looks very good.
And a run again down to third man, or fine leg rather, to Chandra. So one single to each batsman this morning. 3 for 64 the total, and Ogilvie moves on to 30. Trouble here for Madan Lal with his front foot mark, but Madan Lal, most interesting when you see him run towards you, because he has this very busy, bustling approach, and he seems to expend more energy in his run-up than he does with his actual bowling.
Yes, and for a man who bowls at his pace, he's not very fast, really. He's a little over medium pace. He takes a very long run. In fact, I noticed when he bowled from the same end as Thompson, he takes almost as long a run as Jeff Thompson and bowls about a half as speedy.
A run again. Yes, this is well judged. Mann had a shot at the stumps, but they're through. Simpson to 29, 3 for 65. And the short one down to fine leg, not perfectly hit by Ogilvie, who'll get a couple of runs there. They can't. No, they're not going for the second. And the reason for that, I think, was Madan Lal, who's down there at fine leg. He covered that ground very quickly indeed and reduced a possible 2 down to 1 run. So Ogilvie is 32, Australia 3 for 67, which means now the stand between Ogilvie and Simpson worth exactly 60. Again, the single just pushed away on the offside. Simpson is 30. Three for 68. Again, they're going for the single. That's well run. Yes, pushing him into the offside field. And he's almost played that on. That was a unusual shot. We'll see this one again, what he did there, but didn't go very far away from his stumps.
I think it came a bit slowly for him. He's going to punch it off the back foot. Now, watch, he gets there and hits a little, has to wait for the ball. Has to wait. Gets inside edge onto his, but my goodness, almost onto the stumps.
Ooh, and he hit that well. Good shot from Ogilvie. It's going out towards the mid-wicket boundary. It may be cut off just inside the fence. They've taken 2, turning now for 3. Vensaka fielding. And 3 more to Ogilvie, the most powerful shot played this morning. And that's a characteristic shot of Ogilvie's, how he gets on the back foot and sort of clubs it through the onside area. And a nice shot from Simpson. Very characteristic shot off his toes through square leg for 2. That's Prasanna fielding. And Ogilvie placed that beautifully. That's a fine shot from Ogilvie. He really put that through the cover field for 2. Let's see if he wants a third. They're not going. Well, there's a fine shot again from Ogilvie. He played that very firmly. From a cramped position, he'll get 2. Well, that is short. It almost bowled him. Almost bowled him.
I think it went through the stumps. Have a look at this. It's the nearest thing to going through the stump you could ever see. Look, he missed it. Oh, what did that miss the stump by?
Well, Australia's a long way from being out of trouble here. They're only 99 in front. And after Tui, of course, we're down approaching the tail for Australia. And a fine shot from Simpson. He placed that beautifully. Just good footwork. He'll get 3 perhaps they've taken now. They're just quite happy with 2. And again, there was a possibility there. If they'd wanted, they could have run 3. Have a pitch and down the ground. That could be 4 to Simpson. That's beautifully timed. He didn't appear to put that much effort into it, but he picked the loose ball straight down the ground. So Simpson, his first 4 this morning, and he goes on to 42, and the Australian score moves into the 90s at the end of the over. Down to finally. This could be 4. It's a good shot from Simpson. He's placed that one for the first time. He's connected with a ball that's been loose down the leg side into the fence for 4. Simpson to 47 to go ahead of Ogilvie for the first time this morning, and the Australian total to 99.
Yes, Simo's looking pretty good now. He's quite confident. And a couple of 4s like that, up goes your tail sky high. That is a delivery he didn't pick. It is the off break. It came back, and most of the deliveries have been almost straight or slightly leg break. But that one came back, and lucky for Bobby, he pushed well forward and came inside his bat. Otherwise, if he'd been playing back, he would have been, I'd say, plumb in front of the middle stump.
And to run again, that's the 100 up for Australia. Simpson to 48, Australia 3 for 100, with Ogilvie on 46 with 4 sundries. The batsman out, Cozier, no score, Hibbert 2, and Sargent, no score. 100 runs have taken 176 minutes, and it doesn't really matter in this game because there's so much time left. This is only the 3rd day of play.
Oh,
and that's bowled him. Beautiful ball. Clean bowled him. That one spun back, so Ogilvie has been bowled by Chandra for 46, and that brings to an end this fine stand of 93 between these 2 players. Simpson remains not out 48, and Chandra has 1 for 19.
There's the ball. It's the same when Bobby got this time before. Watch it come back and hit the leg stump. An off break, comes just in between. Beautiful delivery, and just clips you. There goes the leg stump right back. And the brilliant man of the first innings, the saviour for Australia, is Peter Tui, the hard-hitting New South Welshman.
Well, once again, this match at crisis point for Australia. A wicket falling, 4 for 100 exactly. Australia's lead is only 113. Simpson then on 49 to face Chandra. And Simpson on the threshold here of 50. Well, we could count that as a minor milestone. If a player can come back after 10 years to test match cricket and score a half century, it's a great effort.
Well bowled, Chandra. The delivery before, I don't notice. If you notice that that off break again, and Bobby reached and he just got the inside edge, and that one was a bit of a leg break, and he's starting to get a bit of life up that far in now. And the uncertain bounce are going to make it a little difficult.
An appeal for leg before. Simpson a long way down. You see where he is. Simpson in a statuesque position, but he's going so far forward.
There's a replay. He goes forward. Well, you saw it. Hit him only just below the knee. He hasn't spun the ball over much, except that off break.
Chandra jumping and reacting to that one.
Did you say Bobby Simpson made 50, Norman May? He's still 49, and things are not quite as happy as they were a couple of deliveries ago.
Well, we said he was on the threshold of 50, put it that way, and he's got one to get, and one run, of course, can be a battle, but he's really struggled right through this innings. Well fielded by Gavaskar. Good stop. And that's just wide of Gavaskar. That may have been off the pad.
Sana bowling to Tui, yet to get off the mark, and 4 fieldsmen plus the keeper close around him. And Tui waited for that one, which was given more air, and has hit it for 4. Picked off nicely. Tui's first scoring shot. And there's his 50. Gavaskar running back to pick it up. It's been quite a fight, the whole innings, and particularly for that last run. Chandra's last 8 overs make interesting reading. 8 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 5. Until that shot by Tui, which will go to the fence for 4. Until that shot, Chandrasekhar had only had a single off each of 5 overs, plus 3 maidens in his last 8. 8 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 5. And then off is the first ball of his 15th over. Tui hits him for 4. And a nice cover drive. Oh, it was a fast off break and well cut by Tui for 4.
That's the sort of ball that makes a wicketkeeper's life very worrying. You probably saw Kermani there. He really was up on his toes, ready to take the ball, but there it goes again. And it really was a very, very fast ball indeed.
Tui advances to 13 with 2 fours off this over. 4 for 119. And that's just dropped in front of Madan. There'll only be 1 run. Another wrong un from Chandrasekhar.
Yes, it was not a good delivery. It was short and pulled by Tui, but in the air. And you can just see Madan coming in. He takes it on the shins like a soccer player.
And Tui taking that on the full, using his feet nicely. Patel chasing. I think it'll beat him to the fence, though, for 4. Prasanna bowling to Simpson. Tickled past Gavaskar. Chandrasekhar down there to field. Batsman turning now for 2. Simpson coming back to the keeper's end. Simpson 56, 4 for 129. Prasanna around the wicket. Again, just turned past Gavaskar. Chandrasekhar has another long chase. 2 more, though, to Simpson. And Simpson taking that on the field, full, placing it well, through mid-wicket for 4.
That, I think, would be his 20,000 runs.
If I remember correctly, the other two Australians to reach that target were Sir Donald Bradman and R.N. Harvey. To Patel. Good return again. Well run. That brings up the 150 and therefore the 50 partnership.
Straight down, beautiful shot. Well, that's a classic two-way drive. We've seen what this young man can do. And 34 now, and let's count up how many fours he's hit in those 34. That would be about 5. Yes, 5 fours so far to Tui, and I would think that 4 of those fours have been crashing drives either through mid-off or through the covers, and I think the other one was a cut. 4 for 158. And it means now that India, whatever happens from now on, to win the match must make the highest score of the game in the 4th innings. And they'll take at least 1 here, possibly 2. Chandra's coming round, the return's on the way. He's hit the stumps, not out. That was a beautiful throw. Tui only just home.
Well, that's a decent return. He could only see, here we watch the replay. Now, there it goes. It goes around there. And what's the throw? He can only see 1 stump when he throws the ball. He's going to pick it up. Now, what's the throw? He can only see 1 stump. Bullseye. Beautiful throw.
Beautiful shot. Well, that was a classic drive. I don't think you could see a better cover drive in years and years than that one. It's just mightn't reach the fence. They've taken 3. He made that decision so very late to play that shot and just stroked it perfectly through the gap. And Tui on to 45. Now here's Beatty coming on. And look at that one. What a shot. What a magnificent shot. That was a square drive. Absolutely square, whether it was on the offside. And to say this man has, well, what sort of range of strokes has he got? That was a classic shot. That took us back to the days of Dennis Compton, Keith.
Well, that's what I was saying. Watch, he goes right through this with this shot. This is what we were talking about before. He goes absolutely right through. Whoosh. Beautiful stroke.
And here it is. Yes, they're going. That's Tui's 50. And that applause from the best crowd of the match so far on this 3rd day. Peter Tui, the man they said mightn't play in the game, top scorer in the 1st innings, and now a 50 in the 2nd. Well, it goes straight over the bowler's head. Magnificent shot. Look at that one, into the fence on the 2nd bounce. Well, straight over the top.
It's a gallant shot, a very brave shot, because Chandra is not an easy bowler to hit. He bowls pretty quickly and he gets a bit of spin, and he had to hit that. He picked it right up off the deck and hit it right in the middle. It was a good shot, a very brave one. Usually men like Betty are much easier to hit, but he's seen the ball like some great football.
Tui, 57, his 7th 4, 4 for 184. And he might be caught. Yes, he's out caught. Caught by Beatty. Tui caught Beatty, bowled Chandra for 57. Simpson not out, 72. 5 for 184. And Chandra has 2 now for 43.
There's a shot. He just gets under the ball, goes right through it. And matter of fact, it's a very good catch by Betty. He looks a bit slow in the field, but by gosh, he moved well and took a good catch.
And that ball went straight through. It's gone down towards the boundary. How it missed the stumps, we'll never know. It's coming right down to the boundary fence here for 4 byes. And that went clean through, man. It spun and just missed the left-hander's leg stump. Let's see it again.
Watch it, gets lift. He bowls top spinners a lot. He gets a lot of lift. You watch it, goes right over the top of the stumps. Look, there it comes. Oh!
And good shot from Man. That should be 4. There's no one out there at all. And it's sailing across the outfield into the boundary fence. 4 to Man. And right down to fine leg, a long chase here. The ball's getting down towards the boundary. This could be 4. Yes, it's going into the fence for 4. And that's the 200 up for Australia.
That'll be 4. It takes him to 89. Five for 233. Simpson 89, Man 27, 12 sundries. And caught it slipped by Vishwanath. Simpson is out. Simpson caught Vishwanath, bowled Amarnath for 89. Simpson caught Vishwanath, bowled Amarnath, 89. There it is again.
Well, that was a direct replay of what had happened only a ball or two before, with Amarnath producing a very good delivery that moved off the wicket. Simpson committed to the forward defensive stroke, finding the outside edge of the ball and going quite comfortably to slip. And what a great effort from Bobby Simpson, coming in when the total was 3 wickets down for 7 runs, and he's virtually steered his side to a far more secure position.
And slow one, and yes, beautifully caught. Well caught by Amarnath. Slower ball from Madan, and a very good catch. Two-handed. So Man caught Amarnath, bowl Madan for 29. Australia 7 for 237. And is that a catch? It is,
catch.
yes. There's a definite deflection. And well caught by Kamani. Rickson is out. Caught Kamani, bowled Madan for 6. Clark is 1, 16 sundries, 8 for 246.
Here's the dismissal again, a short pitch delivery. An attempt at the hook, and it goes off the glove, as you can see. Now watch Kimani elongate himself there. That was a great diving catch. That was the type of catch that Alan Knott would have been proud of.
3 wickets have fallen for the addition of 13 runs. Simpson, Man and Rickson out with the second new ball. That's a hefty clout for 4. Thompson now to face Chandra. Now, is that over the fence? No. In fact, well short of it.
And a chance now, it's through the slips, right between first and second slip, perhaps at catching height. Bowled him, clean bowl. So that Madan takes his 5th wicket. He has outstanding figures, 5 for 50. Clark bowled Madan for 12, 9 for 277.
There's a big gap straight over the bowler's head, and that's what Thompson, I think, will aim for. There we go.
In fact, there it goes. It could be a catch. It may be 6. It's 6, I think. Yes, well able to catch. There's a shot now.
That's the first winner back for the year. It was December.
And that's going way in the air. There's someone in that might be a 6 again. That's close. And it's over the top again. Straight down the ground. That was almost exactly a straight hit. That's a fine shot from Hurst. Danger here. There could be a run out. It's close. And he's out. Yes, he just walked. That's all over. Hurst has run himself out. Australia all out 327. India won 341 to win the game. And very close to an outside edge straight away. And runs, that's getting down towards the boundary. That could be 4. It's slowing down a bit in that long outfield out there. It's just cruising slowly and just making the fence. And Gavaskar starts the scoring off with 4 for India.
India's clean bowl, off stump. Wayne Clark strikes again. Vengsarkar, well Clark for 1. India 1 for 6.
Here's the delivery again. A good ball, well up. Vengsarkar, a front foot player, committed to the back foot, and you can see that he was never really behind the line of the ball.
Well, couple here. Kazia has a long chase. We've got 2, and Amarnath says no. So he's quite happy facing Thompson. And he's pulled it high and hard. That's a good shot. 4 runs. Full toss, and it could be 4 runs. It will be. Thompson almost getting his fingers to it. Man to Amarnath. He's caught. No, he's dropped. Dropped at mid-wicket by Paul Hibbert. Full toss using his feet, and that's 4 runs. 1 for 41. Amarnath now 28. And he's hit that just over the head of Hibbert. That's 4 runs. 1 for 45. Amarnath 32. Wrongen first up, and here's a couple to Gavaskar. To his throw. And 2 runs to Gavaskar, who moves to 11, and the score to 47. Could be 4. Yes, it beats 2 into the fence. There's the 50 up for India, 1 for 51. 63 minutes for the 50. And Gavaskar 15. That was a pretty good leg break from Bobby Simpson to end the day's play. And a fitting piece of cricket there by Bobby Simpson, who was probably the star of the Australian day, making 89, the top score. So at stumps on the 3rd day, India still requiring 290 runs to win the match with 9 wickets in hand. And of course tomorrow the rest day, play to resume on Tuesday, 11 o'clock Brisbane time. And repeating the score at stumps, India 1 for 51, Gavaskar 15, Amarnath 32. Simpson's final figures, no wicket for 6. This is Peter Mears for ABC Sport.